What's up? I'm LØLØ and I'm here with 932 in Antwerp. It's been amazing. I can't believe after tonight it's gonna be halfway done, and it's been so much fun. Headline tours are always so much more fun than like a festival or opening slot because it's all about me selfishly, but it's just really fun to see all of the crowds, and now this time they've gotten so much bigger than last time, so that's also really cool too. Yeah, it feels amazing, and it's like hard to compute. I'm like, how is this happening? But it's great. Yeah, I mean, everyone really likes Delusional Darling, and that one's not a single, but I almost made it a single, so it was really hard to decide. It was harder than normal, I think, to decide what my singles would be, but yeah, honestly, they're kind of reacting how I thought they would react. There's no surprises, really. I was like, okay, yeah, this checks. No, it's something that just happens for sure. In fact, sometimes I wish that I thought more about it. The only time I really think about it is like if it's really wordy and there's no time to breathe. I'm like, how am I gonna sing this on stage? But actually, like a lot of my newer songs are like a little bit like less heavy rock than previous, and now when I was putting it together in my show, I was like, oh, like I want more songs to like really go crazy, but there just aren't any on the new album. Like there's not as many, and it's just like more of a softer, cleaner approach, but I still really love it. Yeah, it was so hard to pick an album title at first, and I was going back and forth with so many different titles and ideas, and then I was like, okay, I need to sit down. My manager's like, we need to decide today, what is the album title? So I sat down and I looked at all of the songs, and at the time, I didn't know yet what was wrong with my voice, but I kind of started like something was having an issue and I wasn't able to really record properly. And so I only had these 12 songs that were done. And I looked at all of them and I was like, okay, what's this about? Okay, this is about a breakup, this is a love song, this is about a breakup, this is about a breakup, this is a love song. And I'm like, oh, like I could already see people like ragging on me, being like, all you sing about is breakups and love. And I thought to myself, oh, God forbid a girl spits out her feelings. And right as I thought that, I was like, ding, that would be such a good album title. And then I was like, it also needs to be the intro song. And I took out my guitar and I wrote the song, and I ended up sending it to my producer, and in it you could hear me say like, something's wrong with my voice, I don't know what it is, but I think I'm sick. But really I was injured. And I ended up recording that even though I wasn't technically allowed to, but I made an exception for that one. So in a way, my procrastination and vocal injury helped me. Yes is the very first one, which that's how it was last time too, actually, so. For sure. Honestly, back in the day, I used to really try to like, not dumb it down, but I used to be scared to be too specific, and then like in the last couple of years, I started putting out more specific songs, and I found that the more specific I was, the more people related, even though I would be like, then he mixed a drink with vodka and ginger ale and picked his nails and his mom called him, and then he did this, and people would be like, oh my God, you wrote this about me. And I'm like, what? This is so specific to about me. But I think that the more specific it is, the more authentic it feels, and then people see themselves in it. And so now I don't really think about anything about, is it relatable, is it fun? I just like quite literally spit out my feelings, and the rest just kind of works out the way that it does, and I'm not really thinking about it at all, and somehow that makes it better. I don't know. I think it's because like nobody is, not to quote Hannah Montana, but nobody's perfect. And we all are kind of so messy, and like So I think that like we're all trying to just like do our best, and in the past for me too, like, you know, not hide our feelings, but not be too much or too oversensitive or too emotional. And I think maybe people are relating to it because they're like, oh, hey, I'm messy like that too. Like, I'm also not perfect. And I think that it's kind of like nice to embrace the messiness. Maybe like a puppy, because like I feel like there's a couple songs that are very like puppy love and kind of like innocent and sweet. And then what's another one that I would choose? Thinking. Has to make sense. Maybe a kangaroo, because it's kind of like jumping up and down and rocking out. Yeah, a puppy and a kangaroo. Let's go with that. Maybe Whiskey and Coke, because that song was originally really different. Like the verses were the same, but the chorus was different. And I had written that like at the very beginning of my writing process. And then I was like, I like this, but I hate the chorus. And then it was kind of like revisions and revisions, and I was like, okay, I think it should just all be like this. But so that was definitely the longest process song to write, and I also like really wanted to be careful with that topic and subject line, but I think it worked out well. That's a great question. I think my teenage self would like Hung Up on You, because it's very like girly and fun and like about falling in love from the new album. And then I think my teenage self from the old album, what would she like? I think she would like You and the Tin Man, because she was always been a big Wizard of Oz fan, and I think she would think that's really cool. What is the most rewarding part of being in a band for you? Point North. I would say the most rewarding part is literally looking out into the audience and seeing other people sing the lyrics that you wrote trying to make yourself feel better in a moment of like, in a bad moment or a good moment, but just a moment of trying to get your feelings out and then seeing it affect other people. I think that's the coolest thing ever. So definitely that. If you had a time machine and could go back to 1992 to release music, would you? The Lottery winners. I would. Because I think that like, now that I know what I'm doing and stuff, I could just probably have way less competition and make myself really big. And then I could also like take amazing songs that were already written and just sing them, you know? They didn't come out yet, it's 1992. I could do anything. Every Michelle Branch song, mine. Every Hilary Duff song, mine. That'd be great. I would just say thank you for listening to my album. Keep listening, and thanks for spitting out your feelings with me. I love when they dress up, it's so fun.